All right, so Jason Allen, new guy. Welcome, Jason. Everybody give Jason a big round of applause. And he's going to tell us some stuff.
Yep. First of all, always inspect your equipment. That's good advice if you're on stage, not so much if you're on a date. My name is Jason. This is my first time performing. Please be gentle. Also, good advice if you're on stage, not if you're on a date. I want to congratulate you all. You made it through the 3-month death march leading up to Christmas. The 1 month of psychological torture where you had to figure out everything that you did wrong in the previous year and vow to change it. Happy New Year. And now we're coming up on the worst part of the year for me, the part I hate more than any other, Valentine's Day. You may not be able to tell it from looking at me, my tall stature, my chiseled features, my golden skin tone, my flowing hair, but the ladies do not find me attractive. If you're unfamiliar with the intricacies of the English language, that was sarcasm. I'm short, I'm goofy looking, I have no social skills, I have skin so pale that ghosts are jealous, and I have an extremely warped view of the world. If I had any 2 of those flaws, I'd probably be okay. 3, maybe with the right person. But you add all 5 of those together and the 5 feet 4 inches of goofiness standing before you, and that's just a mountain I can't climb. And I wish women had an owner's manual, because I would learn that. I would be good. I would be able to walk down the street and say, like, there's a model J577-X43. That particular model loves adult cats but not kittens. Now, that's a very unique feature. I'd be set. But no, I keep making the same stupid mistakes all the time. Like eye contact. I remember reading years ago, like, make eye contact with a person. That's how you get to know them. Everything below the neck is off limits. So I make eye contact, have a conversation. Then I look down and see that the woman is 11, maybe 12 months pregnant. And there's that mistake. And then they use the boyfriend defense, and that's understandable. A lot of them do have boyfriends. Some of them, it's just a way out, like, would you like to go out for coffee? I'm sorry, I have a boyfriend. Didn't you just tell me you got out of a 10-year incarceration at a women's prison? He waited for me. I'm always making mistakes like that, but I try and learn from them. There was a girl I was talking with. We had good conversations. I enjoyed our time together. But I kept saying, like, when's she going to drop the boyfriend thing? There's got to be a boyfriend thing. There's always a boyfriend thing. Couple weeks, no boyfriend mentioned. Couple months, no boyfriend mentioned. And I'm thinking to myself, like, she hasn't mentioned the boyfriend. Maybe she doesn't have one. Well, what should I do now? I don't know. Should we ask her out? I don't know, voice in my head. What should we do? Like, should I ask her out to the movie? Do people still do that? I don't know. I'm asking you. The day I'm going to ask her out, and I don't know what I was going to say. I'd like to think I would say, I just find you very attractive. I enjoy our time together. I was just wondering if there was a way we could spend more time together and see if anything happens. I would probably end up going like, want to go with the movie with me? The day I decided to make that jump, she said, hey, I just played Dungeons and Dragons for the first time with my boyfriend. The timing of it was exquisite. The day that I decided to do that. And adding in the Dungeons and Dragons things, because I am a nerd. I've never played Dungeons and Dragons. But the fact that she mentioned that particular thing, that's like a nerd thing, like, hey, this is a girlfriend for a geek like you. It's never going to happen now. Enjoy your life. And I was delusional. I thought to myself, like, okay, so she has a boyfriend. But, you know, people break up all the time. I'll just bide my time a little bit and things can change. And then she moved to Arizona. And I was still delusional. I said, Arizona isn't that far away. Really, Arizona isn't that far away. Well, I guess it probably, yeah, you don't think Arizona is far away. Let's go look at the map. I don't want to look at the map. No. Let's look at the map and see how close Arizona is to Pennsylvania. Like, here's Pennsylvania. Here's Arizona. Now, look, for simplicity's sake, let's see how many states are farther away. I really don't want... Okay, let's see. We have Washington State. We have California. We have Oregon. We have Nevada. And, of course, Alaska and Hawaii. Oh, look, you'd be able to get to Canada before you could get to Arizona. You could do the same thing with Mexico. You could get to foreign countries before you could get to her. Your point is well taken. Can I go now? I'm the voice in your head. No, you can't. Then there was another girl I was talking with at work. My coworker said, stop flirting with her. I said, is that what I was doing? They said, oh yeah, you were flirting. I said, I'll have to take your word for it. Again, socially awkward. I didn't know. And one of my coworkers, bless her, got that woman's phone number. And said, here, I talked you up to her. Give her a call. Oh, dear Lord. If you came up to me tomorrow and said, like, tomorrow at 9:47 a.m., I'm going to come to your house and shoot you in the leg, I would be able to handle that better. Because I would know what to do with a gunshot. Apply pressure. Get a bandage. If you don't have a bandage, tear strips of cloth. Make a bandage from that. If it's an artery wound, use a tourniquet. I know how to survive that. I don't know how to talk to women. So I called her. It was the most awkward phone conversation I've ever had in my life. Because every single thing that came up, she was the exact opposite of me. She was from a really big family, very close with them. I'm from a small family, haven't seen many of them in years. She's very religious. I once came up with the theory that the universe was a science project created by an adolescent god that is now sitting up on a shelf somewhere because, I don't really want to throw it away, don't know what to do with it. That's not going to fly in church. And don't give me that opposites attract thing. I have rare earth magnets that I use for hobby stuff. If I set them apart, let them go, they will hit each other so hard that they will shatter. Now, there's all kinds of goofy crap going on around in this head. If there's not some common ground to start with, it's not going to be good. It's going to be too tiring for all of us. And then, so I went to the refuge of online dating. And I went to this website because they advertise, and apparently because I'm gullible. And to use their site, you have to go through a quiz. They call it a relationship questionnaire, but it's a quiz. Why? Because there are right and wrong answers. 24 pages. 24 pages of questions. I know, I counted. And one of the questions was, how do you feel about eating? Not eating out, not fine dining, just eating in general. And I had to think to myself, am I very interested, somewhat interested, neither interested nor disinterested, somewhat disinterested or very disinterested in eating? And then, towards the end, the multiple choice questions go away, and there's this little box. And it says, write about something that you are thankful for. And I honestly wrote, I'm thankful I got this far into the test before I realized there was an essay question. If anyone here knows me, and as some of you do, you'll know that that was a perfectly honest answer I gave. So, I get to the end, and I hit submit. And this is the response that showed on the page. We're very sorry, but our matching system cannot predict good matches for you. Our patented matching system was developed after extensive research into marital satisfaction. We use each person's responses to our relationship questionnaire to predict the pairings of individuals that are highly likely to result in satisfying long-term relationships based on what we learned through our research. Unfortunately, based on responses to our questionnaire, we occasionally find situations where our matching system cannot identify high-quality compatible matches. And this has happened in your case. Please understand that it is a result of our matching process and in no way reflects on you as a person or your ability to be in a happy relationship. I got that response and I laughed for 5 minutes. I took this into work the next day like a triumphant trophy hunter who had found the mother of all butts. Undateable! My coworkers gave me a mountain of grief over that. What did you do wrong? I answered everything honestly. Well, you must have done something wrong. What distance did you put the look for? I said a 25-mile radius. 25 miles? Look at you. You know you're going to have to go farther than that. I know. But I'm egotistical enough, I want her to come to me every now and then. And I'm honest with myself enough that I know I'm not worth more than a 25-mile drive. Also, mathematically speaking, 25-mile radius gives an area of 1,960.5 square miles. If police can find escaped convicts in that area, I should be able to find a date. But no, they kept hammering me. Like, you did something wrong. Go through and change. I said, fine. So I emailed the company. And this was the response. The message that you have received on our site after completing the relationship questionnaire is used to identify people who fall outside the range of those that we can accurately match with our services. Now, I know many of you in your life have felt unlovable. I very much doubt any of you have had it scientifically proven So I'm going to give you some tips for your dating profile, following the rationale that those who do can and those who can't teach. Item number 1, the profile picture. I don't care how good the picture is of you. If there is another person in the picture, crop them out. We're guys. We're not observant. We're not that intelligent. I guarantee you we're going to mistake the other person for you. I don't care if it's your 2-year-old child. Whenever we meet, the answer is going to be like, wow, you're a lot taller than I thought you were. Glad to see your hair is filling in. Also, we live in an age of digital photography. Take some time, take some extra pictures. If you are illuminated by the sickly blue screen from your computer and your expression is, that's what we think you're going to look like all the time. Practice. I mean, if you're having trouble smiling, just until your muscles get the hang of it. Let's see. Oh, yeah. Item number 2. If you have a child, don't start off with, my child is the most important thing in my life. Oh, I would give my life to my child. Everything is all about my child. We're guys, we're egotistical. We don't want to be told we don't have a shot at the number 1 spot. Say like, my kid ran my credit card through the shredder the other day and, you have a chance at the podium. That's all we want. That's all we want. I want a man who's honest. No, you don't. No, you don't. No one here wants to know what your partner's honest opinion is of their mother. No woman wants to know what your guy honestly thinks about the outfit you just bought. You want a guy who has a level of dishonesty about the small stuff. If your guy loves your long hair and you shave half of it off, cut the rest short and tint it purple, you want him to go like, looks sexy. You need to be honest about the stuff that matters, the stuff that doesn't lie to make the other one happy. It's simple. I don't want a man who plays games with me. Well, you're not playing Fortnite in my house then. And then finally, the worst one. I want a man with a sense of humor. I want a man who makes me laugh. No, that's a lie. That is a lie. I'm the funniest person I know. I know more jokes than anybody I've ever met. And I have met some professional comedians. I could bury them. If we're at a bar and I'm sitting on one side of you and Chris Hemsworth is sitting on the other side of you, Who are you going home with? The answer is no one, because I'm taking him home. I am not homosexual, but that's an attractive man. And I want to find out what's going on in the next Marvel movies, I'll tell you that. So, if you are in a relationship, take some time. Talk to the person. Let them know how thankful you are that they chose you out of all the people on this planet. Let them know that you appreciate them, because really, love is the very best thing that could possibly happen to a human being. Actually, no, gaining superpowers would be the best thing, but love is a close second. Good night.
It's awesome.
Thank you.
They're smiling the whole time. My cheeks hurt. Good job.